Hey, welcome back to Lochbaum Music. So the last few sections of videos we've been going over the key of C and the key of D, or I like to call them C and D families, chords that blend well together when they're played together. So we've gone over pretty much the whole scale for the key of C and the key of D, and a lot of open chords. Open chords would be chords that you're playing open strings with. Like there are some open strings. So what I want to go over today and in the next few videos is the key of E, the open chords for E. Now once we go over this, we'll have covered just about every chord, at least the open version of it, the ones that do have open version chords. And once we do that, you will be able to play tons and tons of songs, pretty much any song that you want. And I'll show you, once we finish going over these, I'll show you how to use a capo, why I think what are some good reasons why you would want to use a capo when you're playing songs, and also why you shouldn't rely on it, because this is a big crutch that a lot of guitar players use. They learn a few chords that, and they stop there and they just use this to try and get away with everything, which is a super useful tool, but this shouldn't be a crutch for you. It should be a supplementary tool for you. So with that being said, let's get started with the first chord of the key of E, which would be an E major chord. So if you've seen my previous videos, we've gone over E minor. E minor is just you take your middle finger and put it on the second fret on the second string. So if this were the first string, this open E, and this second string would be open A, you would take your middle finger and put it on the second fret of the second string, like that. And then you're going to take your ring finger and put it right below the string of that one on the same fret. So they're both in the second fret, one stacked on top of the other, and it sounds like this. Right? That's E minor. So the only thing we need to do to transform this into an E major chord is to take our pointer finger and put it on the string right below your ring finger. So it's going to be the fourth string down and in the first fret. So that's the note you want, G sharp. That's how you want it to sound. So let's take our fingers off and I'll show you one more time. So middle finger on the second string, second fret, ring finger on the second string, second fret, and your pointer finger on the string right below that. That's going to be the fourth string down, and it's going to be in the first fret. So that is your one chord, E major. F sharp minor is going to be the two chord in the key of E, and we haven't really gone into a whole lot of depth about what 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 chords are, all the way up to 8. But for now, just just try and think of it as like E. The key is the one chord. So if we're playing in the key of E or the E family, E would be the one chord. And if we were playing in the key of D, D would be the one chord, D major. So on and so forth. If we're playing C, C would be the one chord in the key of C. So anyway, so that's E major. We've already gone over F sharp minor, which is the second bar chord that we did, where we went over, we bar these bottom three strings, and we put our ring finger on the fourth fret and our pinky finger on the second fret. It's a little uncomfortable at first for a couple reasons. One, because you're barring, so you're pushing down with just this finger and kind of pinching it with your thumb and your pointer finger. And then it's also uncomfortable because you're skipping a whole fret and you're putting your ring finger and your pinky on the fourth fret on the second and third string. So it's a little awkward to kind of get used to. But that is F sharp minor. If you want more detail, go back and see one of my videos on F sharp minor. It's listed in the description of the video, the chords I go over. So that's F sharp minor. That would be the 2. 3 would be a G sharp minor. Now the easiest way to do this is to take this entire chord structure, so this F sharp minor, and slide everything over 2 frets. So you've got, instead of barring everything on the 2nd fret, you're going to bar these bottom 3 on the 4th fret. So if I just hit those bottom 3 strings, that's what it should sound like, something like that. And then I'm going to not put anything on the 5th fret, and I'm going to go to the 6th fret, and I'm going to put my ring finger and pinky finger in the same position. So on the 2nd and 3rd string, and in the 6th fret. And when I play them all together, it sounds like that. Now, one thing you'll notice is, and one thing you'll have to start practicing, is not hitting every string. See, you can hit that string. It is technically in the key, but it doesn't sound great. So what you want to do is, what I like to do is just use my middle finger, and I'll just rest it on that string. So I'm not pressing down at all, but I'm just muting it. See, if I'm playing and I just put my finger there, that's all I'm doing, it mutes it. So that's one way to mute that players will use. The other way is a palm mute, which is you're using your palm to kind of rest on the strings and mute the ones that you don't want, or you're just looking for a sound that's not so sharp. And we'll get into that later in another video on how to practice and things like that. But for now, just know you want to only play the bottom 5 strings for that G minor. And if you want a full strum, just practice resting your middle finger on that top string. And it mutes it. Alright, so that would be the minor third, the G sharp chord, G sharp minor. So if we're in the key of E, this is the 1, E major. The 2 would be F sharp minor. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm resting my middle finger on there. G sharp minor would be the 3. The 4 would be A major, which we should already know. That would be in the D family. But you can also, so go back if you don't know what A major is, look at the video I did on it. But this is A major. That would be the 4 in the key of E. The 5 would be B major. So B major we haven't gone over, and here's the easiest way I like to teach students how to do it. So if you got an A major, take this whole shape and slide it over 2 frets. So just like we did with the F sharp minor and turning it into a G sharp minor, a pattern that you'll come to realize is that you can take chord structures and slide them up and down the guitar frets, and as long as you keep track of how far you're going or where the root note is, you can take an A chord, for example, and transform it into a B, an A major, and transform it into a B major. Now, what I like to do is I like to put my, so this sounds okay in this key. It sounds pretty. What I like to do, if I'm looking for more of a B major sound, I'll just take my pointer finger and put it on the 2nd fret. So if you have an A major, slide it over 2 frets, so 1, 2. So now all of your fingers should be in the 4th fret. And then you're going to take your pointer finger and just put it on that bottom E on the 2nd fret. And you only want to play the bottom 4 strings. Okay, that's a B major, and that would be the 5th in the key of E. The 6th is going to be a C sharp minor. And there's several ways to play this. I'll show you, the next video I'll go over open chords, really cool open chords you can do in the key of E. So the easiest way I like to teach students for a C sharp minor is to take a B minor, which we learned in the D family video. If you don't know that, this is it, but go back and look at it. And slide it over 2 frets. So just like, same thing. We're going 1, 2. That is a C sharp minor if you play those bottom 4 strings. Now why does that work? Well, it works because you're going up a whole step from the key of D to the key of E. So B minor and C sharp minor are a whole step apart. So that's why you go up 2 frets, because each fret is a half step. Hopefully that's not too confusing for you, but right now, just understand that this is a B minor. If I were to slide everything up just 1 fret, it would become a C minor. And if I were to slide it again, it would become a C sharp minor. And if you can guess, this would be a D minor. Same as this chord. Slide it again, D sharp minor, E minor. So there's their E minor here. And here's E minor again from this chord structure. So what you can do is you can slide, this video is already getting too long. I'm getting excited here. So C sharp minor, we'll just stop there. But what you can do is slide chords up and increment them by half steps for each fret. So if this is B minor, this would be C minor, C sharp, D minor, D sharp, E, F minor, F sharp minor, G minor, G sharp, and you're back to A. Oh, I can't reach it. But anyway, so those are the 1 through 6 chords for the E major, the key of E. So we'll learn the last couple ones in the next lesson, and then I'll show you how to do some really cool open chords with the key of E. All right, thank you, and have a good day.